Hi, I'm Alice. I worked alongside Tom, Riley, Harry, and Paris on the Baw Baw Shire Council.
Located 100 kilometres east of Melbourne, Baw Baw Shire is one of Victoria's fastest growing municipalities. Founded in 1994, the Shire is named after the major geographical feature in the region. The Baw Baw is taken after Mount Baw Baw, being the second highest peak in the region. This peri-urban area covers 4,034 square kilometres and has areas of rurality, low-density housing, freeway connections, and endangered areas. Baw Baw Shire is home to 53,396 people, and its annual economic output is over $5 billion. Industry sectors which contribute significantly to Baw Baw Shire's output include manufacturing, construction, and agriculture. The healthcare, social assistance, agriculture, education, and training industry sectors are the largest employers in the Shire. Contributing to almost 16% of Gippsland's total employment, Baw Baw provides 16,642 jobs to its community. The area is known for innovation in manufacturing, design, agriculture, and primary through a range of products. Baw Baw is home to a major dairy sector, some of Australia's leading hydroponics and agriculture companies, and innovative food processing companies. The equipment and food manufacturing companies export across the globe and are at the forefront of technology development in their fields. Overall, the Baw Baw Shire has seen extensive development and growth to its general population, economy, environmental use, and its contributions to Greater Melbourne and out.
The first identified planning issue we found with the Baw Baw Shire Council was the size of the council. The Shire was formed in 1994 for an amalgamation of former councils and shires, creating an overall council land size of just over 4,000 square kilometres, ultimately making it a part of the large Shire Council grouping in the state. Baw Baw Shire Council includes 98 localities, which is considerably larger than other peri-urban regions in the state. Other peri-urban councils have a smaller land size and a smaller number of localities in their region. An example is Moorabool Council, which consists of 63 localities and is just over 2,000 square kilometres. The size of Baw Baw Shire Council can be identified as a planning challenge due to the large number of localities and communities. It may be hard for a planner to generalise all the needs of each locality into one large local municipal goal and local planning policy framework. Furthermore, a study was conducted in Tasmania on deciphering the optimal size of local governments. This study was conducted over a 10-year period and measured the inputs and outputs of large, medium, and small local councils. The study found that medium and small sized councils were more successful. This was in terms of partial productivity and cost savings. Therefore, Baw Baw Shire Council may face challenges in successfully and efficiently governing such a large region.
The second identified planning issue we discovered within Baw Baw Shire Council was its lacking of transport services. This is recognised on the council website under the Mobility and Transport tab, as well as in the council's most recent advocacy plan. These two main areas of improvement the council recognises are the initial exploration stages of bus connectivity and regional rail connectivity. It has been acknowledged that there are very limited bus services in Baw Baw, and they don't meet minimum service standards for its area and population. By 2021, Baw Baw will be home to 10,941 residents over 65, which further prompts the need for these people having the option to use these services to do their daily tasks. BusVic suggests that the minimum weekday service levels in regional Victoria should be at least a 30-minute frequency to encourage a turn-up-and-go service. Hence, BusVic estimates that a statewide investment of $300 million per annum is needed to meet the minimum service level objectives, which states, number 1, weekday frequency of at least 1 hour from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m, number 2, Saturdays at least hourly from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m, and Sundays at least hourly from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Next, the Gippsland Rail is the service that runs through Baw Baw Shire through stations at Longwarry, Drowan, Warragul, Yarragon and Trafalgar. So our new project called the Gippsland Local Government Network Project is now being brainstormed for a quicker, better connected journey. Gippsland's current rail is said to be the slowest and most unreliable regional service in Victoria, and its travel time is much longer than Ballarat, Bendigo, and Geelong, which diminishes residents' access to CBD jobs, specialist health services, tertiary education, and many more different services. These poor rail services increases pollution through car dependency, as well as road congestion, as currently less than 3% of people go to work via public transport within this municipality. In turn, it's estimated that $12.5 million is needed to implement the Gippsland Local Government Network to work towards a high-speed, reliable rail for these rural residents.
A third challenge the Baw Baw Shire community is faced with is population change. With a growth rate of over 2% per annum, it is estimated that an additional 2,100 people will be living in the Shire by 2031. The strong growth rate is largely attributed to the outward growth of Melbourne, with the Shire positioned within commuting distance of the expanding metropolitan area. This expansion not only jeopardises the rural character and nature of the Shire, but also places immense pressure on the existing infrastructure and amenities that service the area. Along with an increased pressure on existing services and infrastructure, rapid population growth will also generate the need for investment in areas including, but not limited to, roads and public transport, telecommunications and energy, health, education and community services. Most of the projected growth will occur along the Princess Freeway in towns like Warragul and Druin. However, towns away from this growth corridor will likely experience population decline and the associated implications. These include a significant ageing population, changes in housing preferences, a decline in services and infrastructure, and the practicality and financial sustainability of providing services in those areas, as well as fewer employment opportunities. Developer contribution plans exist within Baw Baw Shire's planning scheme. However, the plans are specific to Warragul and Druin, with an emphasis needed towards supporting necessary infrastructure in towns experiencing population decline.
The last issue we'll look at is the issue of farmland, rezoning, and its potential consequences within the council area. Longwarry is a town of 2,000 people located approximately 85 kilometres southeast of Melbourne CBD, and the town sits right next to Baw Baw Shire's western boundary. The town and the agricultural uses that surround it, and their relative proximity to metropolitan Melbourne, have easy access to the M1 freeway, which runs through it, providing an easy link for food products to be transported to the city and its surrounding suburbs. But one of Baw Baw Shire's 2019 advocacy policies was to see land on both the northern and southern sides of the M1 freeway to be rezoned to industrial land to create the provision of an industrial base in the area. The council cited the creation of jobs and economic prosperity as a justification for this, and it would undoubtedly raise more revenue for the council as well. However, this would lead to a loss of agricultural-based land within the Baw Baw Shire Council area, and it would also detract from Melbourne's peri-urban food bowl, and this would come with associated challenges and consequences. Firstly, there would be more pressure on farmers in other communities to produce more, and there would also be a need for longer supply chains or links, as food supply for Melbourne would have to come from areas that are further afield than that of the Longwarry area.
And that is the end of our presentation on the Baw Baw Shire Council. Here are our references.